everybody, it's Lavender Town, and guess who just watched the Wonder Woman movie? I really liked it, so I wanted to do a Wonder Woman redesign. I wanted to actually do two of them, and I'm basing them off of the mythological influences that inspired Wonder Woman. So that includes the goddess Diana, from which she gets her name, as well as the mythological Amazon warrior women, which is actually a Greek myth. So let's look back into antiquity and make ourselves a new Wonder Woman, and yeah, I'm excited. I love myth and I love Wonder Woman, so this should be a fun video. So first I'm going to draw the classic Wonder Woman in my style so that you guys can see how that would look. Also just to get me in the headspace of Wonder Woman and her whole aesthetic. So classic Wonder Woman has kind of a weirdly American design to her. She's got the red, white, and blue with a little bit of gold, and then she's got stars all over her. I always thought that she looked weirdly patriotic, even though she's not really from the US. Well, I guess Superman kind of looks weirdly patriotic, and he's not even from the planet, so who knows? But that's kind of the reason I wanted to do this redesign, because I thought it would be really cool to lean heavily into the Greek myth origins of her backstory and that whole deal. If you guys don't know much about Wonder Woman, I'll just quickly lay down some facts about her. So basically, she is a princess. She came from an island where there's only women. She's based on the Greek myth of the island of the Amazons, where basically warrior women live together and there's no men there. And in her original story, she was modeled out of clay and then given life by Aphrodite. They changed that to Zeus for some reason in more recent versions of this story, which I'm kind of meh about, because I mean, she's Zeus. I'm just not a big Zeus fan, I gotta say. He's kind of rude. If you look into any of his myth, he's a rude dude in general, but that's a gripe for another time, I guess. Yeah, she's pretty iconic because out of all the heroes, all the superheroes, she's a combination of she's super compassionate, and she's kind of she's really soft-hearted in some ways, but in the other ways, she's the most deadly superhero you'll ever come across. She's not like Batman, where she leaves a lot of villains alive. When she finds it necessary, usually she'll just obliterate whoever she needs to obliterate. So she's a combination of really sweet and compassionate, and also incredibly brutal. So the first redesign I'm going to do is going to be based on the Greek goddess Diana. She is the goddess of the moon and nature. She's also known for protecting childbirth and women. She's one of 3 famous Greek goddesses who are maiden goddesses, which means they've sworn to never marry, so sorry, Chris Pine. She's also seen with lots and lots of little moon motifs, sometimes even worn on her head, kind of similar to Wonder Woman's tiara, which is awesome, so that was an easy little switch to make. I think it kind of makes her look like a Sailor Moon character, which is also kind of cool. It made me want to do a magical girl Wonder Woman a little bit. And I decided to put her hair up because every picture I was seeing of Diana had her hair up. In order to really push the Wonder Woman thing, because I realized this was getting pretty far away from Wonder Woman's design, so I decided to use her lasso of truth as the stringing for her bow, and you'll see that shortly. I also put little sort of an antler decoration on her because Diana is well known for being associated with the forest and wildlife, sometimes even in some myths being able to talk to and control animals, which is also a really cool superhero ability. I would love to see that incorporated into Wonder Woman's many abilities. That would be awesome. And for this one, I drew her without her clothes first because I just wanted to have the freedom to mess around a lot, because when I first started off, it just wasn't looking right to me. I tried to blend the flowing cottony sort of material that you see in the classical paintings with some of the coloring and the aesthetic choices that they were making in the more modern Wonder Woman movie. And as you can see, I'm stringing her along her moon-shaped bow, her lasso of truth. That'll be more clear once you can see the colors, but I just thought that would be a cool way to incorporate it into this version of her. The one big regret I have about this redesign is that I didn't incorporate her gauntlets, which are such an important part of her character. At first I thought it would be fine to leave off just because Diana, the goddess, seems to have very little ornamentation generally, but I kind of wish I had put something on there because the gauntlets are such an important part of Wonder Woman's sort of fighting style. And then I messed around with the colors a lot because, as you can see, usually this goddess is portrayed with no colors really other than white on her outfit. So instead I did a little gradient of blue so we'd at least get a little segment of that. And I gave her little quiver a Wonder Woman red color. I don't actually know if this has ever been done, but if it hasn't, I hope that they do make a comic where our Wonder Woman Diana is closely related to the goddess Diana, because just seeing Wonder Woman run around with a squadron of animal companions and a bow and arrow would be something I am way into. So for the next part of this redesign, I'm going to redesign her based on the mythological Amazon women. I found out the hard way that if you just Google Amazonian women, you don't get what you're looking for, if you know what I mean. It's weird, but I also discovered that there's almost no link to Wonder Woman's mythology and the people who live near the Amazon or in the Amazon rainforest. So I'm trying to base it off of sculptures and art that had to do with this myth of Amazon women. I was delighted to find that it appears that they kind of just look like female princes, and they're rocking a sword and shield, just like her in the most recent movie and in a few of the different comic adaptations, which is really cool. She's also seen with a bow and arrow, but I thought that would be too similar to my Diana goddess version. So I gave her a sword, and I did this one in a slightly more realistic style just because my style is so cartoony that I thought it would be fun to try this out as well. I actually kind of wish I had done this for the other two, but it's too late. So I mainly just tried to give her a cool Roman Greek style warrior outfit based on the art that I was seeing, and then trying to incorporate her colors, the lasso of truth around her waist, and also the Wonder Woman emblem on her chest. I tried to just incorporate that kind of like piping into her tunic. I primarily modeled this redesign off of the image I was seeing on the vase up in the upper right corner, because I thought it looked the most unique from the Diana one I just did, and just because I thought it looked really cool. I really like the idea of her having a ponytail. I think that's super cute, and I like this classic Roman style helmet that the Amazon was drawn with, so I incorporated that. And I also think that the wings make a lot of sense for her because she's often seen with the eagle emblem on her chest, so it kind of carries the bird theme a little bit. I really liked how this one turned out. She kind of reminds me of Utena, that anime prince knight girl, and I think that's a cool kind of aesthetic. And with that, I'm all done. I hope you enjoyed the way I redesigned Wonder Woman. I actually had a bit of trouble doing this video because after seeing the movie, I thought they did such a good job of modernizing and redesigning her outfit, but I thought maybe looking at myth would be a fresh take and something that would be a little fun. And if you have any characters that you would like me to redesign, please let me know. I've obviously opened it up past Disney princesses, so it's really whatever you think would be a good choice for this. I know there's been a lot of requests for stuff related to Hamilton or the Heathers, so maybe I'll take a look at that. The next princess one is already planned and it's been requested many times, so I'm looking forward to getting that one done. And thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next video, and goodbye. Big thank you to my patrons, including Christy Stewart, Adrian Delport, Muffins McGee, Panamal, Cal Pompon, Lilith Brooks, Violet Wilkes, Heartsprinkle, Chart Type, Juan Alvarez, Blah Blah Blah, Kate Meekins, Addie Visual, Den, at Liv Likes to Draw.